Hello and welcome back again to my channel. If this is the very first time you're seeing this beautiful face, my name is Gloria. I'm a Canadian-based YouTuber and I live in the province of Ontario here in Canada. And I help you navigate your way in Canada as a new immigrant by sharing my experiences and tips and tricks so that you can benefit as well. So if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and hit that red subscribe button right now and turn on your notification icon so that you will be the first to know when I upload new videos. And guys, sit back, relax, grab something to drink, and we'll be starting right now. Welcome back. So in this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you the mistakes that I made as a newcomer here in Canada and how you can also avoid them as well. But as a disclaimer, any information that I pass across on this video are my personal experiences and opinions. I just thought I'd put that out there for you guys, okay? So the very first thing that I did that was really not correct or right was the fact that I just listened to people without even thinking or making research. What do I mean by that? So while in Nigeria, because a lot of you know that I am from Nigeria, I just decided on my own that I was just going to listen to whatever people were telling me. So if friends were telling me, go to Ontario, it's a very good city, you make it there. And I failed in my own responsibility to make a detailed research or investigate more about the province that I was going to. Would I be able to get a good job there after schooling? Would I be able to get, is the school I'm going to the better choice for me? I didn't do my research. I didn't even decide on I didn't even think about it. I just decided to listen to people. So that's something you need to avoid as a newcomer in Canada. Don't listen. Stop listening to people. Do your own research because that is key. And let me tell you the truth, guys. Any information about Canada is readily available to anybody on the internet by just doing a Google search. But I didn't do that. I failed in my own responsibility to do that. So please think about this and think about things before you come to Canada. Think about where you're going to live. Think about the kind of job you're looking for, if it's going to favor you in that province you're moving to. Also think about people that you know, people that are close to you, like family, because trust me, you will need that. So I didn't do that. So that's one of the mistakes that I made. Avoid doing that, okay? The second one was that I didn't have a clear career path. So at first, many of you would know fully well, if you are my subscriber here, you will know fully well that I came to Canada as an international student. So when I came here, I just decided I wanted to do human resources. I didn't even think about, okay, are there options for me to get a job immediately after school? I didn't think about it. I decided after my first program that, you know what, I'm going to take a second program because I wasn't really sure. And the good thing about Canada here is that as an international student, you do have course advisors that will sit down with you to kind of determine what is the right choice for you. So I'm glad that we have that here in Canada. But if we didn't have that, I would have been struggling because after school, what would I have been doing? You know, I would have been thinking in my head, okay, I think I'm going to be doing accounting. Or no, I'm going to be doing banking. Oh, no, I'm going to be doing something different. So just have a clear career path when you're thinking about coming to Canada, because you want to come to Canada with the mindset that, okay, I'm an accountant. I studied accounting in Canada. In Nigeria, pardon me, or any other part of the world. And when you come in here, that is what you want to focus on. And if you're new to Canada, you haven't schooled here, you haven't worked here before, most oftentimes you need to go back to either college or university to take a course in your field so that you can get those certifications. And then when you're looking for a job, you get something higher in terms of the pay. So think about your career and think about what you want before moving to Canada and do your research as well. The next mistake that I made as an international student who came to Canada newly, as a newcomer, as a new immigrant, whatever you want to call it, is the fact that I just settled for less, meaning I just accepted any job that came my way. Now, as an international student, we're allowed to do that because we're only given 20 hours during scheduled work week. And anything that comes our way was what I took. So that's fair enough. But after I finished college, what happens? I still made the same stupid mistake again. I still settled for less. I just accepted any job that came my way. So I made a video about my very first job, and I'll put the link down below so that you can go watch it. So I made this mistake was that I just accepted. That was the first thing that came my way, and I accepted it. Meanwhile, there were other jobs that maybe would have been paying higher. I didn't even think about it. I just accepted it. So as a newcomer coming to Canada for the very first time, please don't make this mistake that I made. Think about what you want. Think about yourself. Don't just settle for less. Don't just settle for anything that comes your way because it's going to put food on the table. You now accept the job. No. Think about the coming months, the coming years that will go by, because let me tell you the truth. You will get so consumed in that job that you will forget about looking for another job. Meaning that you will get so comfortable in that particular job you started with that you now start thinking it will be too difficult for you to get a job elsewhere. So please don't settle for less. Don't just take any job that comes your way because it's going to put food on your table or it's just the only one you saw at that point in time. Think about it. Think about your family. If you have family that you're moving in with, think about that. Think about what you want as a person and what your goal is, and then make your own decision. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but yeah, I just wanted to share that with you so that you can think about it. So let me just pause for a second. Now, tell me guys, are you new to Canada? Are you already in Canada? Or did you have to think about all these things? Did you make the same mistakes that I made? Or did somebody tell you about them before moving to Canada? I want to hear from you in the comment section. So please go ahead right now and leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know. I want to hear from you. Did you also make these mistakes, or did you learn about them? Did you do a proper research? Let me hear from you in the comment section. Another mistake I made as a newcomer or new immigrant here in Canada is the fact that I did not realize that I can negotiate my salary. Yeah. Are you thinking the same thing? Of course, I didn't realize that I could do that. And I know this is standard for all countries, and I stand to be corrected. Let me know if I am wrong. You can actually negotiate your salary. So at my second job, I did not realize that somebody who just came newly to the company or who just joined the company newly was getting a higher pay than me, who has been in the job for close to 1 year. And I'm like, what? Are you joking? So how did I even know? Because people are not supposed to say what their salary or their pay is here in Canada because it's a privacy issue. But this particular day we're having lunch, and this guy just said, oh my goodness, you know that they're paying me X amount of dollars. And I'm like, did he just say that? And I'm not even getting close to it. So he was now saying that during his interview, the recruiter had said to him, this is how much we're going to pay you. But he said, no, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to take this, and this is what I'm going to be paid. And that's what they gave him. So he said that to me, and I'm like, okay, on my next job, I am going to negotiate my salary for sure. So guys, if you're coming to this country for the first time as a new immigrant, please know fully well that you can actually negotiate your salary. Know your worth, know your price. Don't price less. You understand what I mean? Don't bring yourself too low. Don't downsell yourself. Try to upsell yourself. You know what you're good at. You know what your worth is. So don't try to bargain with the recruiter and say, okay, is that the price you're going to pay me? Okay, fine, I'll take it. No, don't just take it. Think about it. Think about family with you. Think about your family back home, because you want to build houses back home. You want to do better things with your money. So let your money work for you. So that was one mistake that I made that you should avoid as well. I hope you're enjoying this video so far. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And guys, another mistake that I made as a newcomer here in Canada is the fact that I was comparing myself to other people here in Canada. I don't know who does that, but I did it. That was a terrible thing to do. I was comparing myself with other persons in my class who were maybe scoring higher. I was also comparing myself with people who were doing so well here in Canada in terms of maybe they got better paying job than I did at the time that I did, or that they got their PR before me. You know, I was just comparing the whole time, right from when I was an international student until when I got my first job, my second job. I was comparing myself, and I think it's one big problem for me today because I keep on comparing myself to other persons. And I think this is something that we all make. This mistake is not just me, and I can speak for myself and some other person that I know. Try as a new immigrant here in Canada, do not compare yourself to anybody, because guess what? No two persons are the same. Your destiny and the other person's destiny, they are not the same. One person can be better at doing this particular thing while the other person cannot. Guess what? Even twins are not even the same. You could even see one twin getting better in life than the other twin. It's just the way life is. So stop comparing yourself with other people. There's a reason why they are at where they are right now, and there's a reason why you are at where you are right now. And so don't even kill yourself, and don't even hurt yourself. Don't beat yourself too much or judge yourself about it. And that's something that I'm learning to stop doing, because I think it's a problem. It's something that I need to to tell myself, Gloria, you need to stop doing it. So try not to do that, because it won't get you anywhere. Okay, so that was something that I did, and I thought I'd share that with you. Another mistake that I made as an international student was the fact that after my first program, I could move to another province. You see, and this is the issue with having to listen to people, because a lot of people will tell you so many things that are not even true. So people told me when I first came to Ontario that, look, you have to stay in the same province for the amount of time you're going to be in school. And so I stupidly listened to them, and I stayed in Ontario, knowing fully well that it's an expensive province to stay in. And yeah, so that was one mistake I made. And I know very well that a friend of mine who lived in Saskatchewan, a different province here in Canada, had said to me that, Gloria, come over to this place, it's nice here, and after school you can get a job, you know. But I did not listen. I just said no. I was told that I have to stay here and complete my 2 years to get my 3 years work permit. So I foolishly listened to people and I stayed here. So please don't make this mistake. Don't listen to people. Do your research, like I said earlier on, and think about what you want. And I made a video about different provinces here in Canada, so you can decide which one is best for you and your family. And as an international student, always look and make sure you've read so well about the universities and the colleges here in Canada before you make a decision as to which province to go to, because you don't want to be switching from one province to the other, knowing fully well that you're going to be spending so much. So think about this before you move down to Canada. The next mistake that I know that I didn't make, but I know of some friends that made these mistakes, was that when they came to Canada, they just decided to start buying flashy cars. And when I mean flashy cars, the most recent vehicle that has just come in, maybe for example, this is 2021. As of 2020, some people were looking for a vehicle that was 2020, made in 2020. We know that over here in Canada, especially in Ontario here, where we have so many motor manufacturing companies, you can get the latest vehicle and drive it. But is that what you want right now as a newcomer to Canada? No. You can just go to Kijiji or other vehicle stores and buy a used vehicle. I know I made a video about this for international students, but it also affects other new immigrants, like those who are permanent residents just coming into the country for the very first time. You don't have to buy a very new car when you're just coming into the country, because you know fully well that you've spent so much money in trying to move down to Canada. This is not the time for you to start spending so much. So don't make that mistake. Think about what you want. Think about your preferences. What is more important to you and your family as of now? And I believe it is settling down in this country and your country for the very first time. So think about what you want to do. Don't spend too much money on things that you know fully well that at the end of the day, you can actually get them. I'm not saying here that you cannot buy a new car when you come to Canada. I'm just saying it shouldn't be your priority when you just land in Canada. Another thing, and I'm just going to end it on this note, guys, is the fact that, you know, here in Canada, I made this mistake and I didn't realize that it's going to affect me. It's also affecting me right now. In Canada here, we work so much and we forget to take time to rest. The stress of this country is enough to even make somebody to be depressed. So take my advice. When you come to this country, all work and no play, they say, makes Jack a dull boy. So don't make yourself dull. Try to work and also play. What I mean by that is spend time with yourself, with your family. Go out. Take yourself on a treat. Just do something out of the extraordinary. Just do something nice for yourself. I'm not saying that you should be expensive about it or lavish so much money. No, just take time to rest. Take time to for entertainment. Maybe go watch a movie or go to a site to go on vacations. Go to somewhere nice and you can just enjoy the atmosphere and the surrounding and all of that. Because look, in this country, you walk, and you know it's sometimes you can get depressed if you're not getting enough sunlight, especially in the country that is always cold, depending on the season. But in the winter time, the weather is really nice. For those who are coming from a very hot climate, you would enjoy it here in the summertime. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching my video. I'm going to end this video now. And let me know from you if you love this video and what you liked about this video. Please let me know in the comment section. And please guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It helps my channel. And if you've watched up until this point and you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead right now and hit that red subscribe button from me. It helps to grow my channel and it also helps me as an individual as well, because when people when YouTube sees that people are subscribing to you and they are clicking on your video, they are liking your videos, that they are sharing your videos, YouTube will always want to recommend my videos to other persons. So I know you want my video to be moving and moving and moving. So please go ahead, hit that like button for me, share my video to anybody who you know fully well that is going to be interested in coming to Canada and want to learn from my own mistakes so that they don't make those mistakes. Share my videos with them and I'll be appreciative of that. And also like, share, subscribe, you know, share this video to your friends, your enemies, your loved ones, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, anybody, just anybody that you know of. Just share my video with them, let them know about my videos and please subscribe to my channel. I can't beg you enough. Please subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to end this video right now, and until I see you in my very next video, have a good day.